First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach real well, rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect division across the four corners. Alright, so today's topic and lesson through the Spirit and Prophet How about Shemi Shai. I like to talk about this world. Alright, not the world of Israel, because through the Spirit we already understand how you know, the scriptures talk about Israel being its own world. I want to talk about this current world that we live in today on the earth, right? First precept I want to bring out right through the Spirit. Just let's dive right into it. This is First John chapter 5, verse 19. All right, and it reads, and we know that we are of Yahweh, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. All right, so now, if we know, that for one, like the scripture says, the children of the Most High, we are His, but He acknowledges that the whole world lieth in wickedness. Now that can apply. We already know that applies to Israel today too. Yes, we are not all following the law, statutes, and commandments as we should be to the best of our abilities. However, the current state of the earth, it is lying in wickedness. Why? Because we have wicked men in rulership, right? The scriptures say the scriptures say the wicked are on every side when the vilest men are exalted. It's lucky if I butchered that verse, but you guys get the point, right? This entire world lies in wickedness. There's so many things. I just seen, earlier today, a woman who an officer ran into her house, and apparently she was shot and killed in her house, right, by the officer. Not sure why the officer felt the need to go to the house. However, we know it was unjust murder, right? That's just one example out of millions of how this world is lying in wickedness. How could we think that a world that is so gun held on all these injustices, right? These things that are going on, yet everybody still believes that God coming to save everybody. How? Why would it? How would it make sense for God not to save the people who are being unjustly murdered, but then save all the wicked people who are still alive because they were the ones doing the wickedness? How does that make sense? Right? It doesn't. So, look, I gotta get another preset. Y'all see, I'm getting riled up in the spirit, right? But the scriptures say, a wise man, crap. I don't want to butcher the verse, but just basically going into how when you truly have wisdom, right, you're mad because you see all the things that are going on in the world, right? But this is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. All right, and it reads, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh." Right? So until your mind has truly been renewed, you will not be able to tell what is truly good, what is truly acceptable to the Lord, what is perfection in the world, right? And like there's no way because your mind is still conformed to this world. You're okay with the school systems, how you gotta send your child to school. If you don't, then you get arrested, right? Your child gets sent away to some child care facility, whatever. These are wicked things, right? The fact that we actually have police riding up and down the neighborhoods, right, shooting, locking up people unjustly, like these things are not supposed to be happening within the earth. Just think about Salakia. Think about how, just on a basic level, how we as people have to pay to live on the earth that the Most High created for us to live on. How does that make sense? Right? I can already tell you, it does not make sense. But as you see, that's why the Lord is saying, don't be conformed to this world. Yes, this is the state of the world now. However, this is not the perfection of the earth that the Most High has ordained, right? We have not seen that yet. That's something that we're still trying to work towards. However, if we get complacent and we just enjoy how we're living now, we will we would never reach that perfection, right? Never, right? So let's go ahead. Next precept, right? This is the book of John. It's the book of John, chapter 12, verse 25. All right. John chapter 12, verse 10. All right, and it reads the words of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. It reads, He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. Right? So if you love your life right now, if you love the way you're living, right, you wouldn't want anything to change, right? You will be the one to lose your life. You can go ahead and bet that now, all right? However, the Lord says, He that hateth his life in this world, right? You don't have to hate your life always. However, if you hate your life in this world, you shall keep it unto life eternal. Why? Because you know that there's more to life than just this, right? You will be doing the things necessary to have this reality changed to the perfection that the Most High has ordained it to be, right? Exactly. So let's go ahead, Salakia. Next precept. We're gonna keep the ball rolling, right? This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. This is what the Lord said about this time. Come on now. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. He said, Arise ye and depart, right? For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction, right? Those are commandments. He said, Arise and depart. Get the hell up and get out. Right? Then we have that movie, Get Out, right? Literally, take those words and run with them, right? But people, I can go ahead and tell you, people aren't gonna do that. People love American society so much, they don't have to do nothing. They can literally sit on their asses at home, watch Netflix, play the new latest game, right? Sit on Instagram, right? Text their friends on Snapchat, right? These are things that they much more rather seek after and go for. However, the Lord still says it is polluted, it shall destroy you. He didn't say, yeah, you might want to get up because I don't think this is best for you. No, he said it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. So there's no way around this, y'all. We see that we must change, right? Change has to happen, change has to occur. This is not the epitome. This is not uh how the Most High ordained the children of Israel to live, right? It's not. We should not be complacent with being at the bottom, right? The lowest and having to struggle, making it, barely living check to check, barely having enough to pay the bills, right? That's not how the Most High ordained us to live, right? Come on, let's keep it going, all right? This is book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, and we were going to read verse 14 through 18. All right, all right. So like we're gonna read 13 as well. So it reads, Now for a recompense in the same, I speak as unto my children, be ye also enlarged. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? Right? So we already understand, y'all, if we're truly wanting change to happen, don't hang around with the worldly niggas who are comfortable playing 2K 24/7, right? Who constantly all they want to do is do drugs, right? Get lit, right? Go to parties. That's not what's gonna bring that change around. That's why the scripture says, "For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness?" We don't mix, we don't go together. So why would we try? They both can't coexist, right? As we continue to verse 15. And what concord hath Christ with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? Right? Because if we truly believe that we're the children of Israel and we should be on top, right, ruling in righteousness, why are we hanging with the worldly niggas who all they want to do is be at the bottom, rep they hood, right? Rep they corner, rep they set, whatever. And that's all they known for, right? West Side, like that's all they're known for. We don't do any of those things, right? However, that's why the scriptures say, what have we to do to dwell amongst them, right? We must separate ourselves so that we can truly attain the things that we're aspiring towards, true righteousness in the earth, right? So verse 16, as we keep going, and what agreement hath the temple of Yahweh with idols? For ye are the temple of the living Yahweh. As Yahweh has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Right? So the Lord did say, we are his temple, he will dwell amongst us. So what do we look like being with the infidels and the unbelievers? That's not us being set apart and separate if we're together. That defeats the entire purpose, right? Verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith Yahweh Almighty. Right? So it's a commandment, y'all, when we are separate, right? When we don't touch the unclean things, He will receive us. We will start receiving the kingdom that He has prepared for us to have. Not before, after it. After we have truly separated, right? Come on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this final precept, right? Because I mean, I feel like the point has been made. However, I'm gonna hit this nail on the head one more time. All right. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 15. All right. And it reads, And he said unto them, Ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but Yahweh knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination in the sight of Yahweh. Right? So we can see what are some of the most things that this world upholds as you should go after and you should do and you should be like this. Right? They say you should have the most money, the most bitches, right? Uh, the biggest house, the finest cars, all these type of things. That is not only vanity in the sight of the Most High, but He said it is an abomination, right? Because any man that is seeking after those things and that's his true heart's desire, that's all that you're gonna read. I mean, you're gonna get those things, but you'll see in the end that that's not truly what you were looking for. That's not truly what your soul needed to be satisfied. It is this pure undefiled wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. That's all. That's truly what everyone is out here searching for and seeking after. Yet the Most High has blinded them to the point where they much rather be complacent with all these little things than seeking after Him in righteousness, right? So that's how we know this world that we're living in is not how we should be. It's how it is now. But did the Lord say that this would dwell forever? Hell no. Right? We understand the judgments that are set up for this world. Nothing but destruction, as you read in the other precepts, right? Sword destructions, right? So get out, Israel, right? We gotta wake up, come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and the faith in Yahweh Shai that He is. We'll be out of here, right? So that's all I wanted to bring out. Quick little lesson to the spirit, probably how about Shimon Shai. Like I said, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem and Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who at Great Millstone who teach you well, do it well, and peace and salutations to the elect individual across the four corners. Alright? Kwame Shalom and Shalom.